But I mean, if y'all want to pump up LL and make him out to be one of the greatest, I mean, it's fine with me. I ain't got a problem with it. The 1980s for you. Like I said, we're expecting Glass of Malone 30 minutes in. So we'll see what's up with that. I'm surprised. I guess everybody has their own criteria as to who they will put on their Mount Rushmore. But I'm surprised more people don't, in the comment section, that is. Talk about Chuck D. Chuck D was hard. What about KRS-One? KRS-One was hard too. Cool T Rap was hard. I mean, it's a lot of them. See, this is the thing about New York. New York is who put hip hop on. New York is the mecca of rap. So they got tons of MCs. They got dudes that was really learning the craft and putting in work before it even came to the West Coast. So we're just gonna have to see. Unfortunately, Ice-T won't be joining us for whatever his reasons may be. He didn't respond to my request, but it's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a throwback up there that I want to show Ice. Ho 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 ho! Look at your boy with Flavor Flav and Ice-T back in the day. What's up, my guy?
Yo, Kev, what's poppin', son?
You man, you're only 10 minutes late, but it's all good.
Yeah. No, I had to casually stroll into this motherfucker. I had to make sure I had my beer set up. You know what I mean? And then the kind I wanted to let the crowd come in. I know you do your introduction and all that. You probably still shitting on the Clippers, you know what I mean? So I had to let you get your shit off real fast, you know what I mean? Before I come in here with my thunder. But what it is, man, we doing top 4, right? For motherfuckers that don't know, this is Uncle Nick from New York City representing the Lower East Side. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is a difficult one, Kev. Top 4. How did this topic come about and why 4? Not 5, not 10. What was going on with that?
Because it's only 4 on Mount Rushmore. And so what happened is this. I was talking to one of my partners, Stan, and we was talking about the best MCs, and he mentioned Mount Rushmore, and I was like, hold up, that's a show right there. So that's how it came about. And then for the last couple years, this time of year, from Thanksgiving to New Year's, this is what I do. I play music. Everybody loves music.
Of course.
This is the season to be jolly, and so I figured I'd do it every year.
Nice.
And
well, you know how I get down. I play my music. I do my shit. Well, I've been a little inactive, but
Absolutely you do, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You probably was the first person I ever seen do that on YouTube.
Yeah, because motherfuckers was talking about they had hip-hop channels, and I'm like, but you motherfuckers ain't playing no music. What happened here? You just talking about who got shot, who did what, whose baby mother sucking dicks on the... Like, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to the music and actually highlight some of these artists, because y'all quick to talk about them going to jail for the rest of their life or doing some slick shit or getting their ass whooped, but son got a good song. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you promote that along with the fuckery? But anyhow.
What up, Nick? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling amazing, son. I'm feeling good. About to kick the week off on a lovely note. You know what I'm saying? My man Kev hit me up, say, yo, son, we're going to be talking some shit, man. Say, yo, hit me up. Let's get it in, man. Good to be here with you brothers.
And this dude, Hen G, been producing beats and records since Ice-T 6 in the morning, and he still don't have a fucking good camera for good reception when he come on.
Oh, I got you. I got a topic. I think I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's try it, Glasses.
All right. I'm going to go Hov. I'm gonna put Big. Can I put Big above the list so I don't have to mention Big?
You don't have to put him in a number. Just
okay, I'm gonna put Big above the list because Big is obviously.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But he passed away, so certain people just be above the list. They greater than the list.
Go on and cheat, man. We from California. We cheated everything.
I'm gonna start with Jay-Z.
Okay.
Greatest rapper out of Brooklyn, alive. Go ahead with LL Cool J, the greatest rapper out of Queens, alive. Right? I'm gonna go and slide down there with Nas. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's second greatest MC out of Queens, he still is one of the great ones. And 4, I'm gonna go with Wu-Tang as a collective. And that's my top 4 acts out of New York hip hop.
You know that's funny because I was gonna do that one. I was gonna be like, just put Wu-Tang as one joint, but then I was like, I didn't know if I could do that because it was up between Ray, Ghost, Meth. You know what I'm saying? But I said, let me just go with Ray. But nah, that's a good move right there.
You know what's funny? I don't like to choose between them. They all bring something so great that together is unbelievable. And to be like from the borough that niggas really don't, to me, show a lot of love to.
It's the forgotten borough.
It's the forgotten borough.
Yeah,
bro.
facts. Yeah,
So I love that.
because
Like,
cats ain't going to Staten Island for shit,
bro,
son. You got to get on that ferry. Shit is fucked up, B.
Every time I go, when I'm in New York, right, I'm in Flatbush. I'm with my Flatbush niggas. I'm like, yo, I'm going to Staten Island. Niggas like, yeah, I'm cool. I get what you cut. If I go to any other borough, them niggas is cool. We can go to BX. We can go to Queens, South, anywhere. They like, all right, cool, let's go. When I say Staten Island, niggas like, nah.
Yeah, nah, I'm good,
Queens,
son.
nah, I'm cool. Harlem, nah. Feel me? So whenever I go to Staten Island, I always go by myself, but I always get so much love in Staten Island. It's like a real dope-ass borough to be in.
Definitely.
And they got their little own thing going on, so it's dope. But I feel like a lot of lists don't respect LL Cool J. That shit is crazy.
Well, see, the thing with LL Cool J that's nuts is that LL Cool J was never soft. Like, you wasn't going to run up on LL Cool J and whoop his ass. I mean, certain things happen behind the scene and all that, but son to smack the shit out of you. This ain't no little ass dude, but he realized early on to cater to the women.
Yeah. He still made the best rap records. I just don't understand how we don't give credit to LL for making the best rap records.
Ask him is not more revered.
Nah, you're definitely right. His pen game was crazy, and him just putting together certain songs, structuring them, formatting, storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Just being a voice for the streets at the time. LL definitely held that tighter down, and he would battle anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't give a fuck. He was really about the lyrics. LL Cool J is hard as hell.
Yeah.
Bigger and Deffer is the forgotten classic when you start talking about New York rap records.
Got you.
Yeah, man. LL go back a ways, right hand.
Y'all can't front that. Boom, boom. That shit was tough. See your comment section blowing up, Kev.
Oh yeah, they go up, man. These are my regulars, man. They
yeah, that's one thing about your peoples, man. They definitely hold you down, man. Shout out to Kev Mac. What we call them, maniacs or some shit?
Mac heads and maniacs.
Mac heads and maniacs. Yeah. Shout out to your peoples, man. They definitely tap in and hold you down.
Nick and Hit, ask y'all, why don't LL get his propers?
Well, I think. Oh, go ahead. I'll let him do his thing because I talked already.
I mean, I think LL is getting his. He's been around so long. You know, he got his star in Hollywood, and you know he's getting his shit on TV. What do you mean by that? Like he ain't getting his proper?
I mean, hip hop community.
The hip hop community is diluted now. They don't even know what's going on. You know, that's the way I'm looking at it. They don't give flowers when they should. Like we over here talking about real stuff. I bet you a lot of the young cats can't even relate to what we talking about.
Well, it was funny because I remember on Vlad TV was starting this shit up with Lord Jamar and Eminem. And Lord Jamar had this thing going on where he was like, well, motherfuckers don't listen to Eminem. I be in the streets and I be in the projects and everywhere every day. And motherfuckers ain't listening to Brand Nubian either. You know what I'm saying? So at the same token, I just would chalk it up to people just not being abreast and up to speed and in the know-how and in the loop. You know what I mean? They just onto something different. They just into something different. And it's not taken away from anybody else's greatness, what they've accomplished, how dope their records are, and what they mean to hip-hop and their history. But I just think certain people, you know, they're fucking out of sight, out of mind type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the farther away from
type of sense.
I look at that because the farther away from the introduction from when they came in is getting farther and farther. So if we don't let people know what's going on in a couple of years, they're gonna think LL was white or something. You know what I mean? Shit changes. That's just hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? That's just hypothetically speaking. Shit is just changing. Niggas get more lights in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Man, it's so funny because I was talking to Hen G earlier today, and I like what Hen said. He said, you know, I'm not gonna mention no names, but he said some of the older guys are probably not best fit to come on here because they're not hip to the new rappers. And he was saying how Glasses being younger knows about the older guys and the younger guys. So Glasses would be the perfect fit.
And you have to, bro.
In fact, it was supposed to just be me and Glasses, but I said, let me make this a little bit bigger and get more opinions on here. I thought that would be better.
Well, that's you, Kev. You always got the wheels spinning, Kev. You know what I mean?
Kev, let me ask you a question. What do you think about L? You came up in that era, like you was even older than I was at that time.
Well, here's another thing that I want to say about that right before you jump in, Kev. You know, you never really seen LL running around trying to do the thug life shit. So I think that's another thing where a lot of cats look at masculinity and who's the hardest or who's the toughest or who got the guns and the tattoos and with the mean face and this and that and fuck your bitch and this and that. Like, you know, when that started going on, LL sidestepped things, got into Hollywood, started doing movies, was still talking his shit. He'll fuck you up, you understand? But he didn't really have to project a certain persona. So I think at a certain point with the cannabis battle and different things, 99% of your fans wear high heels. I think at a certain point, cats started trying to write LL off like, he just be rapping for the bitches. He in Hollywood. He out of touch with reality. He in that plastic land now. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he never really had to portray the super thug life shit for motherfuckers. So I think it was kind of a little easy for people to dismiss him as being one of the illest. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand that, but LL with that Bad record, you know, that just like defeats what you just said in a sense. Because
I'm talking about as he's moving forward, doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? When he had the Bad record, he wasn't in Hollywood making moves. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing certain things. And as hip hop started to change and motherfuckers was getting bullets in their brains and getting laid the fuck out, he started saying, okay, let me venture over here. Let me be on a TV show with FUBU. Let me start being a brand ambassador. Let me start finding different avenues to start getting paid so I ain't got to be on this fucking stage rapping and joking and laughing and doing backflips for fucking Def Jam forever. He started finding other ways to expand his shit. So I think within that, you won't really have somebody dangling the fucking carrot in front of you telling you, listen here, son, you got to act like this. We need you to be thugged out today, tomorrow, next week, and you get one day off next week to hang out with grandma. But fuck that. Put this chain on, carry this Glock, and do it up. Like, he ain't really have to do that. So at a certain point, I think cats try to diminish what he had going on because he didn't play the super thug life shit.
But I think I always got masculinity when I was a kid from it.
Of course, though. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing about
because the bitches fucked with him. So at the end of the day, if you can mac the hoes,
but not even the broads, dog. Like L was the ultimate nigga. Like nothing about him didn't seem macho. Like the same way was crazy. It's the same way I feel about any DMX. I feel about L. Like growing up as a kid watching L, I thought this nigga was as macho as it gets. So I don't know if. I think it's a serious thing where we got to really start looking into his legacy. You know what I mean? Because we don't, you know, we do right by a lot of people do their own legacy shit. Jay and them, a lot of people do their own legacy shit. And I think L is like, this is what it is, and he don't do a lot of shit to really trip off his legacy. He's content with where it is. But I agree with him in the sense that we do have to start doing something about it, or it'll get left behind. Like right now, like we debating easily probably the most, you know, one of the most dominant runs in hip hop. I mean, this nigga is the reason hip hop is what it is going into the 90s. Like, you don't have anything like him until Snoop Dogg.
He put Def Jam on his back. You're right.
You're right.